It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's going to be a good one. And it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. With Greg Olson, Mike Tirico up here in the booth. So glad that you are along with us. Greg got a couple offenses here that love to take their shots down the field, so the defenses really have their task right in front of them if they want to win this game.
Yeah, no question. I think as many of the matchups that we've dove into this entire week, it really comes down to which defense puts a lid on the opposing passing game and prevents as many big plays as possible. We see it week in and week out. The correlation between generating big plays, especially through the air, directly leads to the ability to score points. So make teams go the long way. You know, the defensive old saying is make them snap it again.
The kicker, Blake Groupie, set to start it. And off we go from the Superdome. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket, because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Now he'll run. Whoa! And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the scramble. 37 yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
Here's the first carry for the Pitt product, James Conner. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again here to Conner. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. We'll try and run for this with Conner. He is down at the 14, but will have the first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go right back to Conner. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the handoff, it's Conner. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead. So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. And their quarterback is the all-time leading passer for the Raiders, Derek Carr, the veteran.
Ever since Derek Carr came into the league, Mike, he's been historically a very passionate and productive NFL quarterback. He has the arm that can make every throw, but sometimes it's that arm that gets him into trouble. So he's got to find a little balance, a happy medium between aggressiveness and recklessness, because when he's playing well, they have as good a shot to win games as anybody.
Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Here's a screen coming for Kamara. Ho-ho! Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Carr working out of the gun. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Olave is the motion man. Now, a second down throw from Carr. That pass caught right side, Valdez-Scantling.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Kamara. A gain there of 10 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
First down throw for Carr. That one's to the sideline, complete. Nice grab as he stays in bounds. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up the key third down?
They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Kamara. He slams it in there, and he is in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Saints come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. To return is Greg Dortch. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. More from New Orleans after this. Second down and 8. Power run inside. Here's Connor. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
On third down, Murray. He'll try to work the screen with Connor. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Saints offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Carr. Checking it down. This one is caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Throwing is Carr. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. That is caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 71 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
On comes Blake Groupie for the PAT. The kick is good. The Saints will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. DJ Dallas now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense getting set to get back to work. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Murray keeping it himself. Not much happening there, just a short game.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
Here's a 2nd and 9. On play action, Murray. That's caught left side by Ryman. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. To throw is Murray. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Olave is the motion man. 2nd down, Carr. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
In motion is Hill. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
The Saints will punt this one away. Greg Dortch deep to return. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Second down, Murray. And he cannot get away, brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. It is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He finds his man. It's Dortch. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
The key coming into the game, anytime you're about to defend a quarterback like this, is it's not so much about rushing the quarterback for a sack as much as it is about rushing a quarterback to keep him in the pocket. He is more dangerous when he's able to escape. Keep the integrity of your rush lanes. Rush as a unit. You can see here, when you don't, he gets out of the pocket, and it's a big play. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He keeps it himself. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Third and a yard. Murray. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Kyler Murray. Touchdown, Arizona. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Prater, extra point is good. And the Cardinals will tie things up. We are all even at 14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Saints offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. In motion is Hill. Carr now to throw on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Carr now on second down. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. first and 10. In motion is Hill. On first down, Carr. Into the hands of Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a first down here as they are into field goal range at the 27. Carr to throw. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here comes Blake Grupe for this field goal try. This one will be from 37 yards out. Grupe's kick is good. And the Saints get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. This is taken in at the goal line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we're at halftime with just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a solid first half from the veteran running back, Alvin Kamara. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Williams now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A run here with Kamara. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Carr working out of the gun. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Play action now. It's called. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now, a second down throw from Carr. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. To throw is Carr. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Connor. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Out of the pistol, it's Murray. That thrown short, caught by Ryman. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Connor. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Connor. He's beyond midfield to the 45. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Working out of the gun, Murray. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On the give. This is Connor. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Gonna work Connor in the middle here. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They go play action. No chance at all. He'll go down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Running here is Connor. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Murray. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Raiders' kick is good. And the Cardinals have tied it at 17.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. In motion is Hill. On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Kaiser White able to make the tackle. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. Here's a toss to the right for Kamara. Kamara got a first down, still going. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, they find themselves in a tight game here in the second half, and they're thinking, we got to get this guy going. He hasn't done much up until this point, but man, you talk about making a play when your team needed it. That's the kind of play that sparks the offense, and now see if they can finish this drive with some points.
First down throw for Carr. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
From the shotgun, it's Carr. That one caught by Wilson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait until later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now, Carr. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Now a 3rd and 2. Valdez-Scantling on the move. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. Here comes the jet sweep, and nothing develops there. It'll stay right at the 5-yard line. No gain on that one.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
2nd down, Carr. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And now 3rd and goal coming up.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
So a pressure kick coming here for Blake Grupe. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Cardinals offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. That's caught left side by Ryman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Murray on 3rd down. He's got his man complete to Wilson.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll drop to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny. This brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Murray's going to throw again. Open man, left side, he's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw again is Murray. Pass right side, that's Ryman. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. Again is Murray. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Murray. And the rush gets there. Down he goes.
Now after that 3rd down sack, I think this changes everything. On 3rd down, Mike, you're telling your coordinator, you've got 2 downs. We're going to go for the win. But after taking a sack on 3rd down, you find yourself 4th and goal. From this distance, I think I'm taking the field goal and I'll let this game go on.
So a big kick coming for the veteran Matt Prater. This to potentially send us to overtime. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This one he's got to have. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool, he's calm, he steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. Here's 1st down. Carr now. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That ball intercepted. And it's a big play there to secure the football. And we are headed to overtime.